Welcome back to Innovaticalls, the space where we explore the skill and strategies that push your study, career, and life forward. I am Professor Nicky Eshtiaghi from RMIT University, and I am so glad you are here. On this channel, our aim is simple but powerful: to support, empower, and share experiences so that university student, recent graduate, and early career professional can flourish, not only in their academic or career journey, but also in their personal lives. Every episode is inspired by the real question I receive from student and early career colleagues who are navigating decisions, doubt, and transitions. In this episode, I wanted to share a skill that is not just important, it is absolutely crucial. It is the difference between being stopped in your tracks or moving forward when life hits you with the unexpected. It is not just a soft skill or personality trait. It is a survival strategy and a long-term success factor for everyone trying to grow in today's unpredictable world. Let me ask you this. How do you react when life suddenly changes direction? Do you find yourself stressed and resistant? Or do you lean in and adopt and use the shift to your advantage? There is an old saying, the only constant in life is change. No one escapes it. You can hate it, avoid it, or even try to ignore it, but the change always finds a way back in. The real question is, what do you do with it when it arrives? Your answer to that question might determine whether you thrive or struggle in your journey through education, work, and personal growth. Because one of the most underrated keys to success is your ability to be flexible. Not just in your schedule, but in your thinking, your emotion, and how you respond to stress and uncertainty. In this episode, we are unpacking a powerful skill called emotional flexibility, defined as your ability to adapt your emotion, thought, and behavior to unfamiliar, unpredictable, and dynamic situations. And this is not just theory. It is a real measurable component of emotional intelligence that determines whether you face change with resilience or resistance. It shapes how you deal with disappointment, how quickly you recover from disruption, and how well you navigate the unexpected, whether that is your job application, being rejected at the last stage, your company canceling a project you have worked on for a month, or being told you need to relocate for a role you just landed. So let's explore how you can train yourself to be more flexible, not impulsive, not passive, but truly adaptive. Because flexibility isn't just about letting go. It's about opening up to new ideas, better strategy, and paths that might lead you further than your original plan ever could. Flexibility is more than just a nice personality trait. It is a core part of emotional intelligence, and it plays a crucial role in how well you perform, especially under stress. It starts with how you interpret unexpected situations. Let's say your internship gets cancelled last minute, or your role gets reshaped due to the company restructuring. Your initial reaction might be frustration, confusion, even resistance. But what if you could pause, reframe, and respond differently? People with a strong emotional flexibility can train themselves to reinterpret those moments. Instead of panic, they ask, what can I learn from this? Or how can I make this work in my favor? This doesn't mean ignoring your feeling or pretending things are perfect. It means recognizing that discomfort is a part of growth and choosing to move forward anyway. Think about the small disruption in your job routine, like a sudden change in team leadership, a shift in client expectation, or delay in the feedback. These are daily stressors, but how you respond to them become a practice ground for bigger career-defining moments. On the flip side, inflexibility locks us into patterns that may have worked in the past but no longer serve us. It's like trying to use a map from 10 years ago to navigate a city that is completely changed. When we insist on sticking to what is familiar, our routine, our expectation, our limited option, we end up missing out on better opportunities and smarter decisions. Sometimes inflexibility shows up in subtle ways. You refuse a great job in a new city because it feels uncomfortable, only to find that no comparable option exists where you are. Or you hold on the belief that the only one career path is worth pursuing and overlook exciting roles that actually fit your strength better. And here it is something important to understand. Flexibility is not the same as impulsiveness. Impulse control is about taking a moment to think, plan, and choose your response. It is resisting the urge to lash out when something goes wrong or to abandon your goals the moment frustration kicks in. People with a good impulse control don't just react, they respond. They stop, evaluate, and decide based on the fact and value, not just fleeting emotions. That's why they are more successful at managing relationship, dealing with the setback, and navigating uncertainty without falling apart. But that doesn't mean they are rigid or robotic. Emotionally flexible people are still spontaneous, creative, and open to change, but they know when to shift and when to stand firm. So how do you build this kind of emotional flexibility? Start small. Break a routine. Take a different route to work. Try a project outside of your usual responsibility, or even let your teammate change how you present an idea. These small changes train your brain to handle bigger shifts more calmly. Use imaginary to mentally walk through upcoming changes. Picture yourself in the new role, the new office, or a new city. Visualize how you will respond, how you connect with others, and how you will find your rhythm. This practice helps reduce anxiety and boost confidence before the real change happens. And most importantly, checking with yourself emotionally. Ask, am I resisting this because it is wrong, or it is just because it is unfamiliar? That one question can help you spot irrational fears, quiet the self-doubt, and make a space for a smarter, more flexible decision. Remember, reality testing is key. Being flexible doesn't mean you change just to please others or go with the flow blindly. It means you are grounded enough to notice when your environment changes and smart enough to adjust your response accordingly. In today's fast-paced, globally connected world, this ability is not optional. It is essential. Whether you are collaborating across cultures, managing shifting deadlines, or building a career in a competitive field, flexibility is what helps you adapt, stay relevant, and keep growing. So, as you move forward in your academic and professional life, ask yourself, how do I handle change? Do I resist, react, or refrain? Because the way you answer that question might just be what determines whether you fall behind or rise ahead. Thanks for tuning in to Innovaticalls. If today's episode helped you reflect on your own flexibility, give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. We would love to hear how you have dealt with the change successfully or not, and what you learned from it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. We are here to help you build the mindset and emotional intelligence you need to thrive, not just survive in study, work, and life. Until next time, stay curious, stay flexible, and keep moving forward.